Hey, this is Meleika of Evanston Live TV coming back at you. We just finished an interview with some young Evanstonian hip-hop artists right here at Gibbs Morrison in their recording studio. I heard that bass thunder and I had to go in there and see what was going on, and they gave me some interesting perspectives on their thought of gun violence in Evanston and the gun buyback and all the programs ETHS actually offers for kids who are just artistic, music, in terms of the music industry, and it was just really inspiring. And I was waiting for the guest that you're about to hear from now, Mr. Andre Lee. I had the opportunity of meeting Andre. They call him Shake, which you guys are gonna see another video on him because he teaches stepping. Many of you know what stepping is all about. I'm still learning it myself, but he is, when you see this man dance, it's like amazing, okay? And to know his story and the fact that he is moving the way that he is and out there inspiring kids and speaking at his church, this story that this man has, I wanted everyone to hear. He's a miracle. He's actually, to me, he's a miracle walking. And I got to meet him last summer, actually. Was it last summer, Andre, you and I met? And this man was a victim of gun violence. And I don't even want to call him a victim because he is standing strong, surviving today. But he darn near died. And I'm going to let him tell you the story and what actually happened and get his perspective on what he thinks should be happening in terms of the guns out here on the streets in Evanston. So I'm going to turn this around to Andre Lee.
Okay.
Hey, Andre.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you for your time today.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, so we've already recorded. People are going to see that video later. The shake side to Andre.
Wow. Okay. That's cool.
But today is about Andre Lee.
Right, okay.
The man and the experiences that you've had out here that just blew me away. Absolutely blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
So walk the viewers through what happened to you that day.
Okay, actually on 2016, Thanksgiving Eve, I had just got off from work, normal routine. And as I was going home, a friend of mine called and said they was gonna, they wanted to have Thanksgiving together. It's a tradition that we had Thanksgiving together to prepare different meals by me being the chef. So I was just getting off at Northwestern's Culinary Arts Institute in Chicago from work. So I was actually bringing a entree to her house. That was 2 Hawaiian turkeys that she wanted, that they really liked it. So I prepared them and I went over there and was preparing some other things. So as we got there, it was like on my way going there, I was feeling some kind of way. I wasn't really feeling too right about the situation. So at the time, it was a little thing that was going on, so I ended up going over. She put it and took care of, but it really wasn't. And that's why I say sometimes when you hear something tell you in your mind, your first consciousness is usually right, and your first consciousness is God. That's God telling you right there, telling you before you even get in a situation, before you even do it. He's telling you right there, don't do it. It's not right or whatever, or listen, this is not safe, this is not right. Well, at the time, it was a little too late. As I was leaving, a person walked up to me and said my name. I had no conflict with, but I was having conflicts with them before. But as men, under God, we thought we had settled it and it wasn't nothing. And I was breaking bread with him and everything was fine. Well, his mind, jealousy, whatever, he walked up on me on Thanksgiving Eve 2016. He said to me, I heard somebody say, Andre. And I turned around and he said, I got to shoot you now. And maybe 5 or 6 steps away, he shot me. He shot me, when he first shot me, I just stood there. I couldn't believe he had even shot me. I really didn't see the gun at first until he raised it, I wasn't really paying attention like that. I looked up and he had the gun in his hand. And he said, I got to shoot you now. And I'm looking at him like, what? So I got him in. So he shot me the first time. When he shot me, I just couldn't believe it. And as I fell to the, I thought it fell to the ground, but I didn't. I ended up, instead I was in shock, I guess, and I stood and said, George, you shot me. Man, you shot me. And next thing you know, he shot me again. And that's when I failed, and I got to get up and shot me again. And as I was trying to get him, he shot me multiple times. But the only thing I was thinking about is, why would this man shoot me? He had no reason to even go this far, the situation to even shoot me. But I think this was just a test from God. Sometimes you gotta listen, watch as well as pray. You see what I'm saying? So it happened to me, but at the time, one thing about it that God feared in me, He never gave me the feeling or the thought that I was gonna die. You know how certain situations happen to certain people and they'll say, God, please don't let me die. Please don't let me die. It never came in my mind or my thought to even say anything like that. Because the whole thing was in my mind to fight to live. Fight to live. But I went through the moments. If people ask you, what was the other side of experiences that you had? Yes, I went through those. I went through all of those. And it's a sad thing because sometimes there's some things you have to go through. And I came out of that. I was laid in the hospital for over 6 months. I actually was gone from here. I lost blood count. It was like so low, blood pressure. They lost me. They told my mother that my mother was going through the son she has. I got kids and everything. I got 2 twins that I love very much. I'm about to be gone from them. But I sat there and I fought, and I went before God. And God told me, this and that, showed me and told me He had something else for me to do. He's not ready for me yet. Go back out there and let them know it is a God. Let them know that I'm coming. And so everybody that is not ready, they need to go in and get ready. He's not asking everybody to be perfect, but be saved and to believe and know that He's God. He's the Alpha and the Omega. So He gave me a second chance, and I seen this. And usually people, they said back in the old time, they said when you was an incident like that or you experienced something like that and you come before God, you'll be blind. But I wasn't. I wasn't blind when I came back. He told me I wasn't going to walk again. I was paralyzed. I lost half of my stomach. I lost my spleen. If I can't catch a fever or anything, if I do, I have to just rush to the hospital because I can die. These are things I have to get used to in my life that I've never experienced, never thought in my mind that I have to be going through. I played basketball. I danced it. I was very, how can I put it? I did everything. Now I'm limited to things that I have to do because of a situation. And then you're dealing with some of the people that's still in that situation, and you would think that it would get better or they would see better, do things differently, but they don't. So you're dealing with this mental thing like, what is really going on? Is it really something wrong with me? Is there something really wrong with me? Am I not getting it or something? But I get it. And it's cool, but sometimes you can carry that scar around with you. That might be a scar you carry around with you for the rest of your life. I'm going to have 2. I'm going to have one here, and I'm going to have one in my body. I have 2 actually walk around every day for the rest of my life. But I got 2 bullets still inside me. They can move or do anything. They told me I wasn't going to walk again. God told me different. So you're going to walk again. It's going to take a little time, but you're going to walk again. You like things that you like to do before. You might not be able to do all of them, dancing or whatever, playing basketball, playing with the kids, running around with them. You'll be able to do it, but it's going to take time.
And you're doing it. You're dancing, you're like the dancing, stepping king and everything.
I don't know about all that, but I don't know about all that.
I've seen you. You are smooth.
But I enjoy what I do, and I go around and I let people know these things. A lot of these things, people's personal things, they don't want people to know. A lot of people, my friends, and the situation happens, I see difference in them also that I've never seen before because they know how I was before. You know, so for me to be in this predicament I'm in right now, when they do talk to me or I see them, I can see the attitudes in their bodies. I can see in their eyes. Because you can do everything, but your eyes can't lie. Your mouth can say anything, body, but your eyes can't lie. When I look at them, how they look at me, I know they look at me different. I done heard some of the things that's out there about me. You know, but I deal with them every day.
Well, I know when I was introduced to you last summer, I was with a mutual friend of ours, and he was almost in tears because he didn't know that you were out of the hospital,
right.
And he saw you with the cane. I mean, you're walking perfectly fine today, but last summer, you were walking with a cane, and he was just so happy. So happy. He was in tears in the car ride home. Mm-hmm. Just so happy to see you.
Right.
And I mean, I look at you in amazement. And I mean, you're a professional chef. You're a dancing coach. I mean, you've come a long way from that day. Goodness gracious.
Yes, I really did. It's not even no words that I can explain to even try to explain to you some of the trauma, some of the mental things I'm still going through, which I deal with every day. It bothers you to think about, sometimes it even bothers you to even talk about it, but I guess if you leave it in, it feels pressure busts the pipe. So if you just leave it in, I think then, sometimes you have to vent, get it out.
How is it for you seeing the guy who shot you? I mean, you've seen him a few times.
Be honest with you, just being honest with myself and being honest with everybody that's watching right now. I have like two different feelings. At first I was very angry, still angry, and I think about when I go to pain, because I go to pain every day. I have nerve damage, from me being paralyzed and coming out of it. I get to hurting or whatever. I think about a lot of things, but then on that side. But then another side, on the side that I'm trying to get a blessing myself or whatever at this time of my life. So I'm like, I have mixed emotions. So I'll be like, I'm angry this guy shot me. But yet, he's a man. I went through some of the things that he was going through. And I know that, and in the Word of God, if I want forgiveness from him to forgive me for mine, I got to try to forgive him. So that's what really, when I see him, I just got kind of mixed emotions about it. And I see him, when I see him, I would rather see him, it would be some drama or something, but it just, as an adult, I'm looking at it as an adult perspective, as a man perspective. He's out like that or whatever, but you live by the sword, you will die by the sword. And in the Bible it says, it wasn't a commandment, the child did not kill, So he tried to kill me for nothing. So he got to walk around with that riding his back. He got to walk around and have that in his spirit, and knowing that he did something like that, he'll never know when it's going to be done to him. So if God bless it doesn't happen to him, but if it does, he got to know how to fight like I fought for my life. He got to fight for his the same way. And that's why I tell all the young kids out here that's walking around out here, we was all brought up, a lot of us, how can you see it, self-made men. A lot of our fathers wasn't around, So we had mama was daddy and mama, so mama had to raise a man child. So you be out here, and as being raised as a man child, you handle things differently. When you're raised as to being a man child, things are handled a lot differently. To the point of it is, you get up and you brush yourself off. You don't hide behind a gun. Everything that you do, you don't have to have a gun have to be involved. Hey,
You buying something to eat or not?
Yeah.
I watched him was closed. I'm trying to get in there.
Okay. And so, to get knocked down is to get back up and try again and brush yourself up. And everybody is everybody. But now everybody feel like if you say the wrong thing, you get in the kind of, you disagree to agree. Now everybody want to get a gun and hide behind a gun. The first thing they don't even think about, a fight is a fight. Fight ain't nothing but a fight. That's how we was brought up. A man be a man. A fight ain't nothing but a fight. You get up, brush yourself off. You go your way, and I go mine. I got respect for you, you got respect for me. We as men. But every time you turn, you got to pull a gun. I can see if a gun was pulled on you, and you protecting yourself with a gun. But when somebody know you ain't got a gun, you out there killing innocent kids, innocent women, innocent men. It's sensitive. And you're behind bars, you wondering now, why did I do something like that? But it is what it is. They say it's life, but I don't go with that. This is life type stuff.
So what do you think it is? Because our generation, yes, we grew up learning how to fight, how to handle, either use your wit, or if it had to come down to it, then, we got into it. But it seemed like the young people today, where do you think, what was the shift? What was the change in that they really feel like they need to settle things with death? Like it has to be final. Because a lot of us, the fights we got into, we ended up being good friends with them.
Yeah, let me tell you. It's an old saying.
By the time it was over.
Yeah. It was an old saying back in the day that, if you're scared, stay in the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All the killers is either dead or in jail. So why even take yourself there? Oh yeah, I thought about a lot of things. From my past and how I was, how I thought about different things. But as you get older, you try to get wiser. And things could take you to the point where you can just, people can just can't take it no more. And that's when you got to get some help. You got to get somebody to talk to. You got to get somebody to mentor to. You got to get something and stay in your word, and get in your word, do anything. Because I was there. And part of me, if you can say it flushly, hey, it's still there a little bit. But I know it's not going to be right.
Right. Well, you've seen the other side. You've had the experience with God, so revenge is not the way. It's always in God's hands at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, yes.
I had to be doing something right, or I wouldn't be here. Because actually, this is going to kind of trip you out. Now, actually, on that day, there was 7 people who got shot in the city of Chicago. And I was one of them. Made the news, the newspaper, everything. And all of us died. All of us died. Every one of us died. And I was at Illinois Masonic Hospital, and a doctor named Dr. Santiago, the surgeon, who did my surgery, went and told my mom that she wasn't looking good. I didn't make it because my blood pressure dropped so low that they couldn't save me. I was gone. After your parents, she's the only child, she's going to beg. There's nothing that you can do, there's nothing we can do. Well, God stepped in. And as they was going in to cover me up, probably to get me ready for the morgue, God touched Dr. Santiago's heart and said, I'm going to try this. If I can get any kind of vital out of him, I could try this other procedure. We've never been, really tested and saying that it's going to really work, but we're going to try this. So he did it, and I stayed open, never closed me up and nothing. I'm there, just gone. And he tried this procedure, and I probably came out of this procedure, this coma that he put me in, this certain coma that have never been patented, said, we're going to try it. I probably came out in 2 days, 3 days. I stayed gone from here for 7 days. And on that 7th day, I woke up. And one of my best friends, Corey Blackwell, and another friend of mine, Sam Waters, was standing there with my mom. And I opened my eyes up. When I first seen life again, there was the three people I saw. And then at the time when I seen them, I didn't, with the right mind, to know how I was looking. And it was a photo that was taken, and I never knew it was out there. It was in there when I was going through that. I don't know who took it, but it was there. And I looked how far I came from, how far God came from. Saw when I was actually gone from here, and there wasn't no machine keeping me alive. I was like, wow. You know, I'm like, wow, man. I just couldn't believe it. But I'm here, and I'm here to let everybody know that I'm here. And now that I'm here, with a lot of people that said, oh, you know, you have all these friends and stuff, they tell you all these different things. They tell you, oh, if you need me for anything, you know, just all kind of different things. But at the end of the day, when you went to them people, they wasn't there. The people that was there, you know it. They showed they was there. I had friends that I thought they really as good a friend as I thought they were. Came out to be, they showed, they stepped up. They stepped up and really was there for me. I'm in a little men's organization called the MPs. We grew up playing ball down in Mason Park. So one of our friends' dad was our coach. So we used to go around different park ditches and just playing all the different players. We used to really play good ball. And they call ourselves the MPs. So we give a picnic every year. All the men that was on every one of those MPs was there for me. Man, I got to mention this name most definitely. Kevin Lee, Booster, I love you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Russell Sanders, I love you. He was there mostly every day. They had to put him out the hospital half the time. And I was glad, because he talked too much.
Yeah, we love Russell, though.
You know, Russell. So, you know, them brothers was there for me. And like I say, number one, Kevin Lee, I mean, man, this brother, not to be no kin to me, he was like family. He came there, and every time he came there, he stayed in contact with me. I mean, I just can't even thank him enough. And all the rest of them, Dexter and Craig and everybody, man, that was there for me, even especially the ones that prayed for me. They really got down and prayed for me, man, and just prayed that I was okay, that God gave me a second chance and I would be all right. But without those prayers, I wouldn't be here. So I want to thank everybody, even my enemies. They thought about a prayer for me. I thank them all.
Were any of your fraternity brothers?
Oh, yeah, you know, most graciously go out to Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated Beta Eta Chapter Blue Phi, you know. So, oh, definitely. I had all of them praying, and, you know, it's all right, you know, and I'm here, and I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm going through, but, you know, hey, it ain't going to be easy. You know, they never told me it was going to be easy, so I'm just going to keep going, keep praying.
You're beautiful to me.
Thank you.
Your spirit is just absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And what's your message to these young people out here in Evanston and Chicago?
Most definitely.
What do you want to get out to them right now?
I want to get out to them, women, young men. Just, you know, be careful.
Let this truck pass by, because I don't want nothing drowned out, because this is like major important. Yeah, I want to know what your message is to the youth, especially here in Evanston, and your thoughts on the gun buyback, just your thoughts on the gun buyback, what we can do to stop gun buyback. So let's start with your message to the young people.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. My message to the young people is this straight ahead, is just be careful. mindful, careful, and everybody that tell you they care about you or they love you don't mean they do. If somebody cares about you and they really care about you, you will know it and they'll show it. They'll show it. You will feel it. You know. Sometimes teeth and gum fall out all the time. You know what I'm saying? But it's to come together and get an understanding, because you can agree to disagree. There's a lot of people out there, you don't even have to know them. You have to have anything, no kind of altercation with them, and they just don't like you. They can just not like you because of who you are, how your swagger is, how you carry yourself, how you talk to people, you know, how humble and nice you can be to people, because everybody can't be nice to people. It seems to be hard, you know, for some of them. You know, they'll do the work for the devil all day long. The devil don't pay in cash. They do the work for the devil, but do the work for God. I'm telling you, young people, it's going in. If it ain't nothing, it's going in. Just know who God is. When you get ready to do something, pull a gun or whatever, think about your family, your mother. Think about yourself. I done been there, and it's nothing nice. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing. Why would you want to be at some place like that? Beware of these guns. You don't have to have a gun. Like I say, guns don't kill people. People kill people. So if young people, you want to keep getting killed up. You keep wanting, all these people that you're hearing about getting killed by this gun violence could be some of your people.
Yeah.
It could be your brother, it could be your sister, your mom. So when you walk around and you do something like that, you know, man, think about it before you do it. Put down the gun. And for the community to go, we got to do more about making it harder for people to get guns. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm from the city. I'm from Chicago. I'm from the West Side. They can only do so much about getting all these guns off the street. But they're going to be here. We're going to keep it real with you. We're on real live TV, so I'm going to keep it real live with you. There's going to be guns out here. But we can get some of them, we can get one of them, but I'm going to tell you, the main thing about it is, I don't care how many guns out here, they can't get shot unless somebody shoots them. You know, I don't care about how many guns out here. I'm worried about the people. How many people out here that always got to run to them guns.
Right.
You know, I don't want to come out and just call people cowards, but I was always raised up, cowards were out in packs. A scared man is a dangerous man. You see what I'm saying? That's how I came about what I was about, because the man knew I was a man before I was anything. So he was used to dealing with these men that would just let him walk over them. When he ran up on me, it was a different whole ball game. I respected him as a man. That's why I expected him to respect me as one. So when he seen that there was nothing there, he ran and got a gun. And he should have been old enough. He was old enough to know. And he said it. He never needed any kind of weapon. But see, your mouth will say anything. But like I said, if you look them in their eyes, they'll tell everything. You know, young people, just think about some of the things you're doing. You know, think about some of your families. Think about yourself. You don't want to go through that. It's nothing nice. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to be happy about. Oh, I can go out here and I can do that, because you're ruining your lives. And we need you out here, young people. We need you. Especially, I'm going to come and keep it real, young black men, young black women. We need you out here. We need you bad, especially in Evanston. All over we need you. But we need you right now. Because whether you know it, you're the minority now. You can't get anything. Everything you get is going to be hard. You thought it was hard before. It's hard, even harder now. Because you're the minority now. Go to school. Go to the high school. Get up out of there. Get you a high school diploma. Get you a GED. Get whatever you can get. I went over to the high school, Evanston High School. I graduated in 1980. It was not easy for me. It was not easy for me at all. because I do it a lot of I do on my own. I'm not the most intelligent person, but I got up out of there.
What college did you go to?
Actually, I went to a few colleges. I went to JUCO colleges here, OCC, here in right here off in Skokie Boulevard, and then I went to Hopper College, and then Hopper College, JUCO. Then after that, I went to Knoxville, Tennessee. I went to an all four year black university there in Knoxville, Tennessee. You know, it's called Knoxville College. And I played against one of the friends that we talked about. That's one of my good friends from Evanston. They're pretty good ball players. So, and you know, this experience in school. I mean, I tell any young youth, experience college. It's one of the most important things in your life that you can do. If you don't graduate college, you don't do it. I want you to go there, get your degree, do all that's lovely. But if anything, go at least an experience. I mean, get away. Go all the way to a university. Go away.
Beautiful as Evanston is,
yeah.
You do need to get out and experience some other areas.
Yeah, I mean, just think about going to support some of these black universities. You know what I'm saying? Support them. Because they're there for you to get a good education. The experience just it's unbelievable. And there's just so much there for you wouldn't believe it's there for you. I mean, just living, financial, everything is just so much there for you, and it's the giving. Take advantage of it. Instead of getting out here, getting in trouble, shooting somebody, robbing somebody, go there and go to this university and have a good time and get some up under your belt that's gonna help you through your life. There's gonna be some times that you're gonna never forget, beautiful times that you'll never forget. I'll never forget my college life. I can all 4 year university in the dirty. Oh man, family from Atlanta, right not too far from there, and I'm pledging, you know, and I'm on a yard. It's nothing like being on a real yard where you see in the stoops, you see in every frat that's in the grade. And one thing about it is, we're all great. I don't care if you Kappa Alpha Psi, Phi Beta Sigma, Alpha Phi Alpha, Omega Psi Phi. I don't care what you are. You're still great. And you're still brothers and great. And I love them all. I love them all. I love all the black frats. Sororities, all of them. Zeta, you already know.
And where did you go to culinary school?
Well, actually, I studied for a while at Kendall College. I studied under Chef Pierre here in Evanston at Kendall College for a while, back like in the 80s, middle 80s. And then after that, I went to Knoxville. And I was working, I was going to school and playing ball and working. And as I was working, I was going to a place that's like a 5-star restaurant, one of the biggest, oldest, prestigious restaurants in Tennessee. It's over 100 years old. So I was working there, and I was working in a pantry. And which is where we do all the salads and desserts and prep work, you know, something like that. So the guy saw that how fast and how I did it, and so neatly in uniform. But the guy didn't come to work that day, and he was short. He was short on cook 3 and cook 4. It was fry and boiler. And I told him, I said, I can do that. He said, you think you can handle that? So I said, yeah. So he gave me an opportunity to get on cook 3 and cook 4. And I handled it that whole night. I even worked a double shift, and I handled it. And he asked me, he said, let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about the culinary? At the time I said, not really. He said, you know, we have our own culinary arts program here at Regas and Regas Brothers. And he was Regas' son. And he said, Jeff, and he said, you have to worry about paying anything. The restaurant got you. So I said, okay, why not? And that's where it came from. It started there. I ended up getting my certificate there for culinary arts. And all I've been working in is 5-star restaurants since then. You know, Orangton Hotel. McCormick and Smith. Bravo's, Northwestern's Culinary Arts.
I've tasted your cooking and it is delish.
I appreciate it. Gotta make something out of nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Andre, thank you so much for sharing your experience. As I told you, when I met you, your story, your spirit was just so beautiful. And when you talked about God and having that experience with God, you have had an impact on me since. Since. And I just wanted Evanston to really hear your story because, you know, it's like gun violence week and the gun buyback, and you know, it's a lot of mixed feelings about the gun buyback. Whenever we can get any guns off the street, it's a great idea.
Yeah, most definitely.
But then, you know, some believe, you know, like you said, the bad people are not going to give up they're not going to turn their guns in.
They're not going to turn their guns in.
No, those are people that need to, and they're not going to. But yeah, it's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah,
And,
as long as you keep, you know, it's an everyday thing. They say it's easy, but it's not easy to stay on the wall. You know, to stay on the wall and at least try to stay on the wall. But I go to the day, if I didn't, then don't get me wrong, I'm not this wholeheartedly holy person and this church thing, but I know it's a God. I know what I'm here for. And you know,
you're a testimony that God is real.
Yeah, I'm a testimony. You know, it's a difference. You can be a testament and give your testimony. You know, so I'm a testament, and God is telling me to give my testimony as much as I can. And I do humble myself every day. You know, some days I just go where I'll have so much other stuff doing that I kind of slip from it, but I go back and I humble myself. But you know, it is what it is every day, and it's to be here to be seen. Like people are like, oh, hey, it's good to see you. Hey, it's really good to be seen. You know, especially in a different way than I was. So you know, I really appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, Andre. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to get out there to the people? They're going to be seeing you again on Evanston Live TV for your dancing. As you all, he has a stepping class that he teaches, and it's like a stepping party. That's going to be what, weekly?
Yes.
Weekly, and not only is he an amazing chef, but you see this man on the dance floor, never in a million years would you have thought he was paralyzed not too long ago. Yeah, he is truly a testimony of what God can do. What do you want to get out to the people before we end?
Just mostly I just want to thank everybody. Like I said before, I just want to thank everybody that prayed for me, was there with support with me, just everything. Those people, like I say, mainly I want to give a definitely shout out to my brother MP Brothers. I got to give a shout out to them because they was just there for me. Kevin Lee, love you, man. My cousin Craig. Everybody. I mean, everybody. I just thank them all. You know, so that's about it. Just be careful and just be humble.
Okay, thank you, Andre. Thank you.
Thank you.